in my opinion, I think Chrysalis is very different from the other villains. We could say, of course, yeah, she's still evil, or, she's not right. But when you think about it, other villains just want to take over Equestria. For example, like T-Rex, he wanted power, and we're not really sure what King Somber wants, but it's probably for selfish rights anyway. But Discord, it's his nature to create chaos. But Chrysalis, she also have had probably selfish motives, but she also needs to feed her kingdom. Because as you know, the changelings obviously wanted and needed food to make their body work. So her ambition was to feed her kingdom and take over Equestria while this was happening. But to earn back again, as you know, the changelings, they changed. So they turned into these characters that were bright and colourful. But King Thorax, he, apart from the fact that, Chrysalis was replaced right in front of her eyes, I think if she was a real person of her people, she would have stayed with them and thought, well, yeah, if this is the way they want to be, this is fair enough. But at the same time, I see why she didn't, because, like I said, right there and then, she was changed, and all the others look completely different, and all the changelings she literally just raised completely changed and completely walked away from her. Now, I absolutely loved Canterlot Wedding. I thought it was a great episode, because, well, great episode, 2 episodes. I loved the fact, now, I love Cadence, but I thought the way she put her Cadence in the dungeon, I thought that was a really good plan that the writers used, because she, as she always does, she uses her changeling ability to her advantage, so that, she can change. Now, what she did, as we see, she walks away and she says to Starlight that she will, she says, and I quote, "You don't know the revenge I will exact on you one day, Starlight Glimmer." So she jumps off the mountain and flies away. So, she's probably gone off to plan some sort of revenge. Now, one thing I did want to mention, this is, like, out of all seriousness, there is one part in, I think it's called Times They Are a Changeling, where Spike makes friends with Thorax, while Thorax is still a normal black changeling, but he's nice. He transforms into a changeling called Crystal Huff. Well, I say Crystal Huff, but Spike made up that name on the spot to not make it obvious to Twilight. I just think that concept is hilarious, so yeah. What do you think? Do you think Chrysalis actually had a good idea for this? I think she did, because she had to feed an entire kingdom. Tell me your thoughts in the comments. Galaxy out.